Hello, good evening. How are you doing, sir?
I'm fine, thank you.
As you can see, with me is one of the most amazing veteran actor and comical actor, Uncle Charles. Is it fair for me to call you Uncle Charles?
My name is Charles Inogie.
Charles Inoje, but I'll call you Uncle
Uncle
Charles.
does Uncle
It does.
doesn't feature
It doesn't feature in the name.
anywhere in that name.
Okay, my bad, my bad. I'll take that back. Anyway, how are you doing tonight,
I'm,
sir?
I'm good. I'm
How
good.
does it feel like to be part of African history, celebrating African excellence, uniqueness, and creativity?
Oh well, I feel fulfilled because I can remember the very first time. It's like a major surprise to look back and realize it's been 20 years. To be honest, I don't know how the AMA team has been able to pull that off, knowing that we operate in an environment where it's always difficult, sometimes near impossible to access government support, corporate support. For the dream of one woman to endure 20 tedious years
Yeah.
at a time when the economy of this country had been on a steady nosedive
Not very stable.
is next to a miracle.
I understand and I see how that can impact and affect the industry at large. Now, as a Nigerian, tonight, over 5 Nigerian films are being nominated. How does that make you feel? And also, and what does that say about the legacies that you've created for the movie industry?
Oh well, now Nollywood be Africa now. You get another thing with the happen elsewhere. We just let them win a few things, and sometimes you have to be generous.
I understand.
You don't know.
I see.
If you dey school, you dey your class, every time you dey take first, you dey take first. Sometimes just do like say by yourself miss some questions so somebody else can take first. You don't know.
I know. I dey feel am.
See, there are several ways to show that you are humble.
Yeah.
One of them is to, okay,
Just
no,
let it go. Yeah.
winner, I don't winner.
When I say takes more, I see. That's very good. Now, as an African, do you think that the African movie industry, not to leave out in Nigeria, because I know that Nigeria is well represented, but do you think the African movie industry at large is well represented in the international landscape?
Oh yes. A lot of great filmmakers in South Africa, in Ghana, Gambia, doing great stuff. We must not delude ourselves thinking that Nollywood is the be all and end all as far as movie making is concerned in Africa. So many industries elsewhere in the African continent are doing great. Of course, we cannot rule out the fact that many of them too were largely imparted by the growth and development of Nollywood. For instance, you at some time ago you couldn't become a star from Ghana if you hadn't
Collaborated in a Nigerian
featured in a Nigerian movie, and to date it's almost still the same. So the influence of Nollywood across the African continent is huge.
Yeah.
But having said that, it is also fair to note that other countries within the African continent are doing great things too.
That's very good. But before we end the night, what is your expectation for this year's award, and which of the nominees are you most looking forward to winning or celebrating?
Oh well, I usually come to award events of this nature with an open mind, particularly because all the nominees, by the way, are your colleagues. So whoever wins at the end of the day is a win for all. Then again, to make the nominations out of, all the movies, hundreds of them,
Yeah.
perhaps thousands, I can't tell, that were submitted, out of the very many actors in Nigeria and indeed the African continent, for any actor to make the nomination list already tells how good that actor is. So irrespective of whoever eventually takes home the plaque, I think all the nominees are winners.
Winners. Thank you very much, and I'm really, really impressed with your open-mindedness. And also, I wish you the best of tonight, and do have an amazing evening.
I'll try.
Thank you very much.
Well.